Okay, so I am going to do a test print of this Open Builds logo that I downloaded from online. I have a bunch of samples, and I seem to have this issue regardless of which sample I download. These are fairly simple examples here, but I'll get partway through the cut and the machine will just pause. It'll stop. Doesn't matter where, it's random, I can't predict. I have no messages inside of the control panel here. It doesn't tell me what's going on, it just stops. And if I turn on verbose output, you'll see that it just loops the same machine position over and over. From the board's perspective here, I have no steppers. There's a wire for a stepper there, but it's, sorry, I have no limit switches connected. I've disconnected them all. I just have the 4 steppers connected with the Y gang together. This thing works. It's all connected properly. I'll be able to jog it in position. So I know all the steppers are connected properly. What else can I say? I've got a little 5-volt fan connected up to this. Connected up to the 5-volt on the terminal block there and ground, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. I've got a 24-volt power supply there, and it's connected up to an emergency stop. It's got an inline fuse, slow blow fuse there. So from the power's perspective, everything seems to be what it needs to be in terms of setup. But for whatever reason, I've tried using the universal G-code sender. I've tried chili pepper as well. I have a Mac here, so I'm somewhat limited in the number of tools I can use for code senders. So, but between those two, I get the same behavior. The board will just stop somewhere in mid-cut. Not sure where, you can't predict it. And the only way you can get it to respond again is if you cycle the power. So cycle the power on the board, kind of disconnect the UPS, turn the power off, that sort of thing, and reconnect it, and the board becomes responsive again. So let's see if I can show you what happens here. So I'll go ahead and open. Okay, we've got some output there. Let's see if I can jog. Alright, so back and forth on the x-axis, 10 millimeters, so there we go. Alright, so let's kick this off. Machine position, I better get it back to machine 0. Okay. Let's do this again. There we go, machine 0. Alright, let's go to the cut. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, that is just silly. This board is just... It's either the board guys or something I'm not doing right. Let's close this off again and restart it. Okay. So here's the cut. Okay, so here we go. We have a stop. I'll turn off the verbose output. See, it just loops here now. And I will scroll back to where it sent the last command. Alright, so everything seems to have been running okay up till there. Right down to the end, so okay, you know what? Cancel this one. Let's go back to machine, let's see if I can jog that. Alright, so here I can jog it. Get it back to 0. Let's try a different file. Alright, because I've had a couple of questions on whether it might be the file. Let's go back to good old Plexiboard holder, XPRO Plexiboard holder. Alright, so there, you're familiar with that. Okay, let's send this over. And again, not sure why that's happening. Let me close this and reopen it. Okay, make sure it's responding. Apparently not. So here we go. So this is one of those situations where I probably won't be able to get the board to respond until I cycle the power again. Well, here we go. Now it's responding. Okay, machine position 0. Send this over and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go, another stop. So, not sure why. I've just keyed against the stepper drivers there. I'm using one of these thermal guns just to see what the drivers might be saying in case. So look, 26 degrees drivers. So again, you know, they're all pretty cool with that fan. So I don't, you know, they're not overheating. They're actually heat sink fans or fins on them. So, all right, there you have it. Not sure what's going on, but maybe you can help me, or maybe you've got some ideas. Thanks.